Hello students. So today we will discuss about an IoT architectural outlines. So here we will find that which type of the things are important for the IoT architecture. Okay. So IoT architecture outline is a widely accepted view of what a typical IoT solution looks like. Okay. So for example, uh, there are so many applications of IoT architectures, and for example, Internet of Vehicles, Internet of Things, Internet of home automations. So these all things are available in the market. So that depends on the product, that which type of the architecture will view. Okay, so it depends on the things. Attempting to produce a single architecture consequently results in a number of optional and conditional requirements. So here we can see that to produce a single architecture consequently results in number of optional and conditional requirements, and these all are depending on the particular problem at hand and application in focus. So I would like to give you an example. Suppose we need to monitor the gas lines of a city. Okay, so gas pipeline of a city to monitor this type of the architecture. What we need gas sensors along with the gas pipelines, and to check the leakage of the gas pipeline, and so for that purpose we need to provide the things for we need to make a architecture for that purpose, and for that case our system must be autonomous, and this system should connect with with the internet autonomously. It should not require any type of the Wi-Fi architecture or Ethernet architecture. So the architecture of detecting the gas leakage of a gas pipeline is completely different than that of the architecture available in for the home automation. So in the case of the home automation, we mainly required a Wi-Fi networking or something like that, because there are many devices need to be connected with a single device. So for that purpose we need to define the IoT architecture. So both the purposes are different, and for both the purposes we need to define different architectures. So it also follows the approach of looking at the system capabilities from the layered point of view, including highlighting the key functions that go across the layers. So definitely, as I have given you the example of the gas pipeline to detect the IoT architecture to detect the gas pipeline leakage, and another architecture I have told you about the home automation. So definitely both type of the layer architecture will be different for both type of uh, applications. So that is a problem which we have to face when we provide a standard, when we need to provide a standard architecture of IoT. Other approach that are common in describing an architecture that are software approach and network approach that are more focused on how functions are distributed across a network topology. So there is one thing that we need to describe the API keys and app functions keys, and these app functions and API keys we need to provide for a particular hardware, and to detect this particular hardware to find this particular hardware on a network, we need to send this API key on the network. Okay, so for that purpose many protocols are there, for example MQTT. So Mosquitto protocol basically provide you the main features of that subscribing and publishing uh, of the signals over a topic basically. Okay, so that is a thing which we need to describe when we are going to describe a IoT architecture. So functional layers and capabilities of an IoT solution. So here are the IoT solution and the functional layers which are important to discuss. There is one thing, IoT data and services. management, security, business layer is there, and application layer is there, data and information layer is there, service support layer, communication layer, resources layer, and asset layer. So for different type of applications, all these layers may vary in according for their services, and some common things are there, and these things are security, management, and IoT, data and service. So these things are the common in nature. So we generally required this type of a layered architecture whenever we need to describe a application for the IoT system. So whenever we have this type of wide variety of application, then mainly concern is this, that we need to describe the things for the you can say that we need to describe the things for the business layer and application layer, because at the business layer the things will become totally different when the things the things which depends on the application. So as I have already taken an example of the gas pipeline detection, and another example I have taken for the home automation. So business entity which will develop over the home automation will be totally different than that of the business entity of the home automation. So there are many competitors of the companies which are totally providing the solution, and they are trying to develop the things for that solution, but the things are not coming in the picture, and the things are not going very well, and that is the problem which we are facing right now. So here are the things, and that these things we need to describe for the particular asset. So next thing is the data and information layer. So each data and information for particular application is totally different than that of another application. So for that case also we need to describe the application layer. So another things which depends on the particular application are the service support layer, communication layer, and resource layer. So accordingly we need to describe each and everything for the particular and extraordinary IoT architecture systems. So it's enough for this lecture. Thank you for this lecture. If you have any doubt, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you.